welcome to another episode of Hey Big Girl. Now tonight we're gonna stay here in the kitchen and we're gonna make some cornbread casserole. This stuff is so good, so let's get started. All right, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make our cornbread mixture here. So we're gonna add half a cup of sour cream to a mixing bowl. Next, we're gonna add 3/4 cup of milk to the bowl. All right, after the milk, we're gonna add 2 eggs to the bowl. Now that we got these 3 items in here, now we're just gonna whisk this all in together. Now that we've got this whisked in together, we're gonna add 2 boxes of Jiffy cornbread muffin mix. All right, so now that you got the Jiffy added in, and we're just gonna whisk this in, you're gonna whisk it until it's a fairly smooth finish and it's lump free.
Whisk it and whisk it good.
Yes, whisk it good. Now that we've got that whisked in together, we're gonna add 1 cup of shredded cheese. Now you can use whatever flavor of cheese you want. We went with shredded cheddar for this. Then we're gonna follow that with half cup of jalapeños. And once you've got those two, the jalapeños and the cheese in there, you're just gonna whisk these items all in together. Get it nice and incorporated. All right, so next we're gonna go ahead and get our seasonings that we'll need for this put in a bowl. We're gonna add 1 tablespoon of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of chili powder, followed by 1 tablespoon of paprika. All right, now that we got our seasonings prepped and ready, we're gonna brown 1 pound of ground beef over a medium heat. All right, so we just drained the grease off of our ground beef. So now we're gonna add 1 diced onion and bell pepper. I went ahead and took care of that off camera, but we're just gonna stir this around. We're gonna cook this on that same medium heat until the onions break down and soften up. All right, so our onions have broken down. Now we're gonna add 2 cans of navy beans. Now, these beans are drained. 1 can of diced tomatoes, and again, this was drained. And just kind of stir this around, get this nice and mixed in together. Now remember those seasonings we made in that bowl, or we put together in that bowl? We're gonna come back and start sprinkling these in now. And then just work this around to get that nice and incorporated, the seasonings that is. And we're gonna cook this until the tomatoes break down and soften up and these spices really start to become fragrant. All right, now we're on to the next step. We're gonna take that 9x13 baking dish and we're gonna pour this mixture into the dish. All right, so now that we've got the meat mixture laid in there, we're gonna come back over the top of that. We're gonna pour that cornbread mixture over the top. Then we're just gonna kind of smoothen this out over the 9x13 dish. And we'll bake this uncovered at 400 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes or until the cornbread is cooked through. All right, folks, so we just pulled this out of the oven after 25 minutes. We're gonna give it that old important check here. Sucker's clean as a whistle. We're done, ready to eat. All right, we're gonna take this first piece out. I kind of went through and cut the pieces. Look at that. Looking delicious. All right, folks, so this is the product that's on the plate. That cornbread looks awfully cheesy. Now this portion here that I grabbed didn't have a jalapeno in it mixed in with the cornbread, but that's all right. There we go with that all important taste test. Folks, this is so good. I've made this a couple times before. Love it every time I make it. I love Jiffy cornbread. My wife and I both love Jiffy. So if you're a Jiffy lover, this is great. Right up your alley. The cheese mixed in with the cornbread, the jalapenos. I'll get me one with some jalapenos in a minute. But those beans, the ground beef, it all blends in so well together. Very simple, very easy, very quick. So y'all please let me know what you think of the video. If I don't see you before then, Merry Christmas. And I hope y'all have a Happy New Year. We'll see you later. Please like, subscribe.